rings true. Governors reinstate lockdowns to combat recovering economy. It feels that way, no? Like things were getting better, economy. Oh, another lockdown. One thing they've done, because people aren't dying, the deaths are going down, they've had to put the focus on the number of cases. And to make it sound scary, they use the absolute number. In the county that I am in, there was a news article that said county cases are now up to 25,000. You're like, oh my God. And then you read it and it said the number of new deaths is 1. 1 new death. And this is a county that's huge. It's nothing, but the headline has to scare you. So now, because no one's dying, they haven't figured out a way to juice the numbers, juice the deaths. So they have to focus on cases. It's all about cases now. Soon they're going to do cases of the common cold. Oh no, 50,000 cases of the common cold. So it's just such a big scam. I mean, I can't tell you how frustrating it is to see the lies and the manipulations every single day. And even if I stay away from the news, I go out, I get yelled at. The news is having an effect on other people. So even if I don't watch the news, people who do watch the news yell at me and scream at me and force their rules upon me, try to reduce my own humanity. So I can't escape. You can't escape this world. You can go in a cabin, you can try that cabin in the woods, but as the Desert Fathers show, to go on your own, a spiritual battle on your own in a cabin in the woods, to become like a hermit, that offers its own set of challenges in the spiritual sense. Man, the demons are really going to come after you now. So in the city, the demons don't have to come after you as much because you're on a platform of sin. So there is always temptations and violence close to you that keeps you in line. But if you're in the cabin alone, there's no sexy girls anymore. There's no temptation to eat a whole pizza or something. There's not as much temptation to sin. So now the demons have to do a more hands-on approach to really screwing with your spiritual progress. So that I do recommend reading the Desert Fathers. That is a good book. Okay, so why did I show you that that the beaches are closed and that the lockdowns are coming? Well, you would think that, because our governments care about your life, they want to reduce the impact of the virus, of people getting sick. But of course, you already know, I don't have to explain this to you. There's one rule of law for you, and then one rule of law for them. And by them, I mean the useful idiots of the state, of the oligarchs, of the deep state, of the proxy warriors of the state, of anyone who agrees to PSYOP after PSYOP. There's some people who have fallen for every CIA PSYOP in the book. I've only fallen for a couple of them. Okay, so this was posted right before they mandated the order in California to close the beaches. Here we have LAPD just posted this photo of people protesting tonight. People are messaging me asking how this is allowed with no social distancing, on and on. Well, I'll tell you why, because they are useful idiots. And here you have a Black Lives Matter protest packed in shoulder to shoulder. Some are wearing the mask and some are not, but it doesn't matter because in the beach, they won't allow you even to wear a mask. They close the beaches down, but this is allowed. This is okay, because what they're doing in the name of equality, in the name of racial justice, they're allowing blacks to do anything they want and then getting the whites to join them to push this revolutionary action. Now, it can't really call it a true revolution because they already have power. So it's really, I see it more as a reinforcement, as an acceleration. So really the coronavirus and the Black Lives Matter riots and protests, this is more an acceleration of their plans. Why are they accelerating at this moment in time? I can't tell you for sure. It's usually, I would guess, because they fear they're going to lose if they don't implement their plans a little bit faster. But to me, I see this more as a revolutionary acceleration. They already have power, maybe not in the White House, but everywhere else, every institution, every corporation. So Why do they need to do this? So I think for them, time is of the essence. They need to do this because of a time type of issue, which we will most likely figure out sooner than later. Now here's a funny story. Headline here is: a Minneapolis neighborhood vowed to check its privilege. It's already being tested. So what happened was, a mostly white Minneapolis neighborhood fell for the Black Lives Matter psyop and decided that they're not going to be a racist like Donald Trump. So they decided to kind of buy the defund the police meme. And by buying the meme, they don't want to call the police because that's racist. I'm not racist like you. So they bought the meme and, let's not call the police. Let's call the social workers. Let's call the community organizers. So what happened after that? Homeless have taken over. Homeless have taken over, urinating, defecating, alcohol, crime, robbery in just a couple of weeks. I mean, any person who has a little bit of truth in them, knows that this would happen. Who has any semblance of connection to reality knows if you don't have the police, I'm not saying the police are perfect, but law and order, you need law and order. My problem with the police is when they're unjust. But you need law and order, especially in an increasingly atheist society that we have. So now the tents have taken over, the homeless have taken over. And here you have a picture. Okay, it says here, a few weeks ago, dozens of tents appeared in Powderhorn Park in Minneapolis, brought by homeless people who were displaced during the unrest. The thing is, if you were in my Minneapolis talk last year, this is where we conducted the happy hour. So this was on a Sunday. We went out to the park. Just to let you know what kind of area that is. Walking to the park for the happy hour, do you know what museum I passed by? The Somali Museum. When we went to the park, I didn't know it at the time, but they were having a party, and all parties in the United States in the modern age has to be a gay pride party, because it was really just an art festival, but they had a DJ with a big gay flag pride. And I'm like, guys, is this a gay party? So you don't know how many times last year, just picking a venue for happy hours, I inadvertently picked a gay place. Why? Because everything has to be gay now. So, they checked their white privilege, and now they have crime and feces, homeless people. So, it's almost like agreeing to what the opposition says destroys your community. Oh, imagine that. No, I'm sure maybe this is an isolated incident in Minneapolis. I'm sure everything else is going fine. Yeah, okay. Someone here says everything is fine in Minneapolis, and there is a video, so let's take a look.
Look! Oh, shit.
Oh, so this is what Black Lives Matters means. It means that the rights of blacks to gun each other down matters. Oh, I got it now, guys. I was so confused about it. So here you have, in just a couple of months, you've unleashed the mouth of hell, just the crime and imagine the smell at that homeless. You think the homeless people are using the porta potties? No, they defecate anywhere. So that's what Black Lives Matters means, the ability for blacks to kill each other. Okay. And for me to keep my mouth closed, to not say, black people killing other people. Shut up, racist. You have been oppressing them. So, do you think it's going to take a criminal justice expert to figure out, crime in cities, it's going up lately? Past couple of months, once we basically remove the authority of the police to enforce criminals in the cities, especially when the criminals are black, something is going on. And actually, a news outlet tried to piece the puzzle together. Why is crime going up? It doesn't really make sense. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, and the tweet from the Associated Press says, still reeling from the coronavirus pandemic and protests over the George Floyd killing, cities around the nation are facing another challenge, a surge in shootings that has left dozens dead. Experts say the spike in violence defies easy explanation. We can't figure it out. Why are so many shootings? There's no easy explanation to this, because the easy explanation is racist. The easy explanation is that the people we're supposed to hate, the police, were actually the line of defense against a lot of bad people doing what they always wanted to do. Now, if you right now say, I can go out and shoot and kill and there's going to be no police to stop me, I would say that's fine, but I don't want to kill people. Okay, well, Roosh, then you can go steal. It's really fine. No one's going to catch you. You can steal and target anything you want. I say, no, I don't want to steal. But there's some people that if you tell this to them, they're like, yeah. And they do it. They steal and kill. Yeah. I know it's hard for a moral person to understand this, but some people only don't commit crime because they're scared of getting caught. Yeah, some people, not all people, but a percentage of any society only don't commit crimes because they don't want to go to jail. That is it. That's it. There's nothing else stopping them. You have a conscience, maybe. You listen to it. I tried to listen to mine, but they have killed their conscience a long time ago. Whatever music they do, drug activity they do, whatever sins they become entrenched by, if I can't get caught, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to get that money. Okay, let me close my blind. I can wait a second. Oh.